Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today I have the RZE Endeavour, and this is a new release from actually the previous brand Reef, which was released on Kickstarter. One of the members from Boulder Watch Company created their own watch brand. As you can see, the design language is kind of similar here. And this is their newest release coming for pre-order February 1st. Now, it's a dive watch, their previous watch on Kickstarter, which did pretty good, with like 500 backers, which is quite surprising. And that one, yeah, that one did pretty good. It was a classic field watch without the dive bezel. Very similar design. Not exactly the same watch, of course, though. But yeah, this is their blue models. You can see that granular kind of blue dial. Very grainy, very cool looking. Kind of like a field dive watch in my opinion, although it is 200 meters rated. But yeah, it has all those great specs, and this one is made of actually titanium, which is pretty cool. Very, very light. Now, the packaging is basically the same as the Reef. I will throw up a video of the packaging. It's a kind of a zip-up pouch. You get your little scan there to scan your warranty and registration, and you get a polishing cloth that zips up. You can use it to carry the watch if you want. I'm not a big fan of excessive packaging, so yeah, but if you happen to like it, that's great. Anyway, this watch, getting into some basic specifications. This watch does feature, in terms of specifications, a 40.5 millimeter diameter. It does feature a thickness of 12.5 millimeters, which is really not that thick. Lug to lug, we're looking at about 46 millimeters, which is quite compact and wears really nice on the wrist. My wrist is 6.5 inches, and it fits pretty nice on my wrist for 46 lug to lug. Now, the whole case, bracelet, crown, bezel is all comprised of grade 2 titanium, and it actually has an extra ultra hex coating, which makes it supposedly 8 times harder to scratch than stainless steel. And it's a very smooth kind of sandblasted finish here, which is really, really nice. Very smooth to the hands, no sharp edges or anything like that. As you can see, there are drilled lug holes on this watch, and one thing I wanted to mention, this H-Link bracelet actually can fit on their previous Reef model, the one on the Kickstarter, the field watch. So if you want to interchange, I think that's a pretty logical step for them to make. Anyway, specifications out of the way. As I did mention, it's all comprised of titanium. Everything but the clasp itself, as you can see here. Pretty simple clasp here. This is made of stainless steel, but it's pretty nice. You won't really notice the difference. It has a nice smooth finish, just as the grade 2 titanium. Now the dial, let's get a little closer in. Now there are a number of different dials for this watch in different colorways. As you can see, Jody from Just One More Watch reviewed the yellow variant, which is pretty cool actually. I didn't know they had that one. This is the blue variant with that grainy dial, which is pretty cool. All applied markers. Nice little details. If I get you in a little closer here, you can see there are circles outside over here. And then you have these kind of little squares. So it's some nice small little details. As you can see, these shapes change. The 12 o'clock marker is a bit thicker, as you can see there, and it's kind of separated. And then you have a separation over here at the 6 o'clock, and the 3 and the 9, which is pretty cool there. Sapphire crystal, anti-reflective coating undercoat. Pretty simple hands, a lollipop-tipped sweeping seconds hand, and we have all different types of Swiss Super Luminova and BGW9 on this dial, which is pretty cool. The Lume is really good. I did test the Lume out already. I've been wearing this one for about 3 days so far. Getting to the finishing, very kind of Zelos-like, I'd say, with these nice different shapes here, kind of triangular or trapezoid. As you can see here, these angles coming out. Very nice though, looks very good. Drilled lug holes if you want to change out straps. We get a 120 click dive bezel, and we also do get 200 meters of water resistance along with that screw down crown, which is pretty grippy and a nice size as well. Case back, let's look at the case back before we get into the movement and such. Case back is screwed down, pretty simple. Just some basic specifications there. Solid end links on this bracelet, as you can see. But yeah, just a pretty standard case back. Now before we get into the movement, let's take a look at the bezel action. So we have a 120 click dive bezel here. Now, I must say, it is a little bit stiffer. It kind of does mark your hands. Again, these are prototypes, guys, so keep that in mind. There probably will be changes made. And let's see if it lines up. No. No, so this one, it kind of does, doesn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit off there, but these are prototypes, guys, so keep that in mind. I'm sure your version will line up fine, just as the other version did. But yeah, anyway, inside of this watch is the NH38 produced by Seiko. Basically the non-date variant of the NH35. That's produced by Seiko, 24 joules, hand winding, hacking. About a 40-hour power reserve, beats at 3 hertz. Relatively accurate. This one running about 6 or 7 seconds fast a day. So first position, really easy to manipulate this crown, by the way. We get self-winding. It's already going. One position. Second hand can stop there. We can set the time. Very legible, very clean dial with their new R logo, RZE over here, which is pretty simple. You know, keeps it pretty simple. No issue with that, really. And then we have 200 meters automatic written above the 6 o'clock position. Now the lume on this watch is actually really good. Let's first take a look at the bracelet though. One of the things that really stood out for me was the actual bracelet. It's an H-link bracelet, tapers 20 to 16, which is pretty cool. It's very fluid as well, held in by screws as you can see there. There are the little screws. Very nice, very soft, very smooth, and very comfortable bracelet. I must say, this bracelet is a winner in my book. And as you can see, that link does fold over, so it can sit flat. There's going to be no issue there with it folding on your wrist or curving nicely. Micro adjustments, we do get 4 of them. I think it's sufficient enough. No dive extension on this one, but the clasp is really nicely fitted, I must say. For the size that it tapers down here, it looks really nice, especially with the sign logo. Everything really fits perfectly together. There are no wiggles or anything like that. It's a really solid, pretty generic clasp, I must say, but they did it very nicely in this smaller size, which I have not seen before. But it's really secure. I think it's perfect. I think it fits the watch. Doesn't add too much bulk to your wrist. As you can see there, it's not that thick, which I do appreciate. And yeah, just get you a nice side profile. There's the signed crown, as you can see here. The other side has these nice shapes coming out as well, which is pretty cool. And you have that blue, as you can see there, which looks really, really nice, especially when the light hits it there. So pretty cool. I want to check out the lume right now, get you guys a nice lume shot. Let's see what that's all about. And as you can see, the lume comes in a few different colors. We have the blue over here, and then the green on the blue on the hand. So it's green and blue. Actually 3 different colors. A darker blue over here, if you can see over here. On the little ends over here, that's pretty cool. I think it's really nice. It's quite bright. They must have filled it very nicely, and I think it looks pretty good. It's quite strong. I like the 12 o'clock pip in blue. I think that's pretty nice. But yeah, lume definitely very strong on this one. If you had a 6.5 inch wrist like me, this is how the watch would fit. As you can see across, it fits just perfectly at the nice 46 lug to lug. And it wears really nice on the wrist. It's very comfortable. It's not too heavy. This one weighing in on my 6.5 inch wrist at about 102 grams. So it's really not that heavy, you know, considering, well, it is titanium. Titanium is a much lighter metal than stainless steel. But I think it looks really nice, especially that nice blue color when the light hits it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the new RZE Endeavour, coming for pre-order February 1st. I will drop a link down in the description below if you want to check one of these out. A bunch of different colorways. And yeah, I think they're doing some pretty cool stuff with this brand. Wonder what they have in line for the future. That would be pretty cool to see that. Hopefully some more stuff coming from them in the future. Maybe I can take a look at and show you guys. Anyway, quality control issues. I didn't find any really. These are prototypes, of course, besides the bezel's a little stiff. But titanium is a different metal. It doesn't rotate the same usually as stainless steel. I'm not exactly sure. You know, it doesn't line up perfectly. This is just a prototype, I'm sure, on all the other ones. And even the other reviewers had ones that lined up perfectly. So that shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, really nice bracelet. I do enjoy the bracelet on this one. Really nice H-link bracelet. A lot of brands are taking advantage of the new H-link bracelet. And yeah, just a cool watch from a new cool brand. And I wonder what they have for store in the future. Like I said, I really like the watch. I think it's a decent watch. You know, titanium watches are a little bit more expensive. So the $359 pre-order, obviously most watches with an NH38 standard dive watch, you can find them, you know, for $200 to $300, some $400 or $500 depending. But titanium watches are kind of hard to come by, and they're a little more costly due to the titanium being more expensive. So I do agree with that. And of course, it does come on a full titanium bracelet. No strap on this one. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As usual, this is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the new RZE watch coming for pre-order February 1st. And I hope to see you guys on the next video. A lot of interesting content coming up. Hit the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys real soon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.